This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Добрый вечер, дорогие зрители. Мы возвращаемся в Нефритовую империю. У меня очень хорошие новости. Дело в том, что вчера, когда я попытался стримить Нефритовую империю, у меня почему-то начались дикие статоры фреймрейта. Вот. И благодаря Гуглу я нашел целый гайд, который позволил мне не только избавиться от статора, но еще и разлочить FPS. И поэтому теперь у меня игра буквально вот просто до идеального плавно идет. Оказывается, я до этого играл в 30 с локом в 30 FPS, но теперь она у меня прям очень-очень красиво и плавненько двигается. Жалко, что я так не с самого начала игры прохожу. Но теперь, когда я знаю чудеса ПК гейминга и как это все чинится, мы обязательно однажды снова перепройдем Нефритовую империю и с самого начала в идеальных 60 и более FPS. Вот, мы в прошлый раз буквально только-только прибыли в столицу Нефритовой империи. Сейчас мы поговорим со всей своей командой и пойдем выполнять увлекательные сайд-квесты. Тут их полно, и они все просто вот бесподобные.
Despite the dangers you face and inflict, is there something I can do for you? They are as powerful as fear allows them to be. Not the specific information you are looking for, I'm sure, but you did ask about my feelings. If their tactics have not changed, everyone fears them as children fear the shadows, never knowing what might come. They are not outlaws. Their orders come from Death's hand, and he is the will of the Emperor. At least, that is how it was meant to be. Pardon my outburst. Every act of the assassins has the approval of the Emperor. We were supposed to reflect his glory. That is why some actions should never have been ordered. The Lotus Assassins were once the Order of the Lotus under Prince Qin, spiritual advisor to the Emperor. During and after the attack on Dirge, changes were made. As flames seared the sky, enemies of the Emperor faced a new threat, Death's Hand. He assumed command of our order, and we began silencing people. Some were killed only to serve as warnings. Others had done nothing except be near his enemies.
До сих пор не верится, что картинка так красиво и плавно идет. И что я до этого играл с локом в 30 FPS, потому что порт, к сожалению, такой вот получился у BioWare. Первый Котор, кстати, там не надо было ничего химичить, там сразу же 60 FPS на ПК. А тут прям пришлось чудеса ПК гейминга проявлять. Там архив с каким-то особым файлом, который надо было в папку с игрой добавить. Потом еще в текстовом файле внутри папки установленной игры там надо было поменять циферки. И в итоге сейчас просто вот игра прекрасно выглядит и идет. Жалко, что я так не с самого начала играл. Очень жалко.
I am no stranger to death. That alone is not enough to disturb me. But I see only weakness in targeting innocents, peripheral to the real enemy. Weakness suggests losing the right to rule. Can you see how that shook my faith in the Empire? You seem to see why I had concerns. Perhaps you might understand. I have not said everything, and I have not yet decided if I will. But I see something in you that may set things right. We will see. For now, what else do you need? Goodbye.
Ну что ж, мы немножко узнали о прошлом Зу. Он же был Лотус-ассасином. Вот. И он верил, что он служит во благо Империи. Но после того, как Император атаковал монастырь монахов, которые служили водяному дракону, которая контролирует цикл жизни после смерти, ну, круговорот жизни в природе. Вот, там эти лотус-ассасины, они целиком поменялись, были отданы под руководство Руки Смерти, и в итоге те идеалы, которые он думал представляет этот клан, он начал выполнять грязную работу Императора. После того, как он совершил буквально небесную несправедливость. Касательно девочки по имени Дикий Цветок. Я напомню, что она один из моих самых любимых персонажей, которых сделали BioWare. В общем, ее история такова. Через нее в мире смертных прибывает демон, который служит водяному дракону. И он ждал моего появления, чтобы помочь мне в моем предназначении. Вот когда я нашел эту девочку, со мной изначально говорил демон по имени Чайка. По-русски это забавно звучит, потому что получается чайка. Вот. Но для того, чтобы уравновесить баланс добра и зла, с ним в теле девочки еще должен находиться злой демон. И вот он, по прибытию в Империю, он впервые выбирается на свободу. То есть она своего рода Халк в данной ситуации. Вот. Там же тоже, я помню, в Marvel комиксах у этого Брюса Баннера же тоже было две формы, там зеленый и серый Халк, если я не ошибаюсь. Ну, может, я неправильно интерпретирую, но, в общем, суть такова. Ее личный квест будет заключаться в том, что нам надо будет выбрать, какого из двух демонов в итоге изгнать из нее. И сами понимаете, я никогда в жизни не смог бы сделать с ней что-то плохое. Но вот как можно с милой девочкой поступить по-злому, я вот это вообще не представляю. Так что да, мы будем вот этого я Джена изгонять. Это по-любому.
You can't stop me from being here. I may not be able to leave, but I can talk and see. I see you, mortal. I've been watching you. Ha! I am Yazen, the other of whom Chaika and this girl speak. They have suppressed me ever since we inhabited this body. But this place is different. The evil around me has given me strength, for now at least, and has opened potential doors. I don't claim to goodness, mortal. I hate your kind. But we can work together. If you help me, I shall help you. And I'll be much more valuable than the Guardian. Bah! Who cares about her? She's just another insect. This is about what I can offer you when the time comes. What? No! Shaikar! You won't make me go! No!
Wow, okawunir inatir nofun. Panir shakir wowo sir nikorpak.
I'm sorry. They were fighting again. I'll be alright. Soon. Just give me time and I'll be alright.
Эх, тяжелая у нее судьба.
What? What do you want? Too much talking and thinking can be dangerous, I should know. I remember one cold winter I took a job clearing rats from a local monastery. I was supposed to make sure the pests stayed out of the sacred pools, but hunting rats one at a time is boring work. So I had an idea, a way to catch them all at once. I convinced the monks to give me some of their sacred wine, and I filled the sacred pools. I figured if I could get the rats drunk, they'd be so much easier to catch. Nothing happened at first, so I helped myself to the wine. I passed out before the rats came. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by screaming monks and fiery explosions. It was just the rats. The poor furry buggers were just trying to get warm near the monks' fires after their swim in the wine. Not a good combination.
Так, извиняюсь, я отвлекся на телефонный звонок. Мы возвращаемся и продолжаем.
The monks wanted me gone. I might have deserved the blame, but the abbot insisted it was a sign from the gods and closed the monastery. See what happens when you think too much? Whatever.
Always happy to help. What do you need? I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began. I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us. There's no point in living in the past either. In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth. Bah, we'll find a way through any troubles. We're too resourceful to roll over and die. I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal, but you know that better than anyone. You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien's Landing? How do you manage that kind of humility? Some sort of special training? And there you have it. A simple answer is usually the best. Regardless, we have an empire to shake up. Let's go see how much trouble we can cause. Of course. I'll be here if you need anything.
I can't believe my luck. I arrived home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives. No, you misunderstand me. My wife, she's not here. I thought I was as good as dead. Now my execution is delayed. Until her eventual return, of course. You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the question. As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece. She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle down and be more respectable. At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting, but I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed. Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty. I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down. As to why I became a bondmaster, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy. Not now. Memories of my wife are difficult to bear. Especially when I am here and she could be so far, far, far away. As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice. This is all so much to absorb. I would appreciate your counsel if you have time to speak privately. I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever. But that's what is bothering me. We can't be a long way from home because our home is gone. I can no longer say that what I see is strange or foreign because I have lost what I would have compared it to. I am the one out of place now.
Then my home will be where you are, and you can say the same about of me. Очень красивая фраза. Очень красивый ответ.
I would like that. To know you will be there no matter what. I've never had that stability. At least not before joining the school. As a child, I was marked by ill omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah. How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions? I cannot change who I am, I know. Perhaps I just have to let all of that go. It will not be easy. But I do feel that you have given me a strength I did not have before. I very much appreciate your support. We should continue this discussion later. I have much to think about, and our work here has only just begun. The Imperial City. I never dreamed I would reach it. Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Ну что ж, мы стали еще ближе к тому, чтобы сформировать с ней пару. Я всегда романтю падающую звезду.
Well, well, is the Imperial City all you expected? It is quite a spectacle compared to the bulk of the Empire. The marvelous dragonfly performed perfectly, of course. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? Let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. Craters are remarkably unappreciated. This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Oh, so close. But we have to get out of here. We need to try again.
Что-то по неосторожности. Совсем.
This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we are flying. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hit something in my head because I was going to lose my memory, I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. It's I'm not sure what it is, but it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time. You know, it is true that I should be able to find what I need here. Let me rummage through what I have stockpiled. Just a few tweaks. Tight fit. Not sure how that will affect things. What's it? I don't remember seeing that before. Just get this last. There we go. It's ready. Now we can finally find out just what it does. After I name it, of course. Nothing works right until you name it. How about the confoundable minutia? What? No, impossible. I fixed it. I checked everything. It should work. Unless... No, I did that. Oh, where'd the city go? Well, that was anticlimactic. A flash of light, but no resounding boom. What good is such a light if Earth doesn't meet sky?
Ну что ж, вот мы наконец-то оказались в частичке его личного сайд-квеста. Это небесная кузница, в которой мы сможем при помощи определенных рецептов создавать себе техники. И, по-моему, даже боевой стиль можем будет здесь собрать. Но в этом я точно не уверен относительно своей памяти. Но это очень увлекательный момент игры. Когда ты во время диалога с ним телепортируешься в небесную кузницу и такой не понимаешь, что сейчас произошло, что это такое, что это значит и что мы будем с этим делать. В первый раз это прям меня поразило. Причем я это только на повторном прохождении обнаружил.
What? Oh my. It seems we have transported to a heaven. A strangely familiar one for some reason, but I don't recall ever moving to such a place before.
It is strangely beautiful. We are clearly not in an earthly realm.
Good idea. Something about this place makes me want to explore too. I am compelled to step this way. There are gears here that I remember.
Watch where he goes. We'll need him to get out of here.
Ух, как же все-таки замечательная игра выглядит в 60 FPS.
Look at this. It's a marvel. A wonder of monumental proportions. A phenomenal piece of unbelievable craftsmanship. I haven't the slightest idea. But it must be important, wouldn't you think? I mean, just look at it. These machines, they are manipulators, fabricators. They bully energy into something. They can be activated, deactivated, on and off and on. You see? I can only come to one conclusion. Lord Lau's furnace.
Kang, you are speaking nonsense. Lord Lau is a legend, an artificer of the celestial bureaucracy. His works are too fanciful to be real.
Legendary, mythical, and overrated in some respects, but if anyone else has a better origin for such machines as this, I'm not hearing it. Artificer to the celestial bureaucracy, he creates machines that themselves also create, although I'd make them a little less delicate had I his resources. Still, he is an inspirational figure for inventors, and we are in his playhouse. You select the machines you want to activate, and then the tiger or the dragon button, like this. Don't worry. The individual machines are not activated. I think the switches must be thrown on at least 2 of the components before it will do whatever it does. You also have to select a fuel. It looks like there are a few pieces of cinnabar in the contraption, but it may accept others as well. Well, judging by the pile of ashes I found near the controls, if you do it wrong, it either creates a nice warm fire or burns the person standing here to a crisp. It looks like a powerful thing, so just guessing at the possible configurations will probably get you into trouble and waste the cinnabar in the machine. So, you might want to be careful how you go about it. Things like this usually have directions. No, recipes. No, that's not it. Configurations. That's it. Very true. Perhaps you should give them a try. They didn't mean much before, but now we may have the tools to make something of them.
Да-да-да. Теперь мы можем все рецепты, которые будем находить, использовать здесь. И получать за это очень хорошие техники, которые будут навсегда увеличивать мою статистику. Мои статы, точнее. Так, ну что ж. Первый рецепт. Где он у нас? Вот конфигурация лошади. Вот. Мы можем все сделать конфигурацию лошади. Так. Для этого мы сейчас... Коровий безуар. Кладем. Потом нам надо запустить шестеренки. И... активировать тигра. Ой. Что-то я не то сделал. Так, давайте еще раз. Конфигурация лошади. All but the cogs are watching. Так. Так. И... Так. Так, а если сначала тигр, а потом Так, я явно чего-то не догоняю. The tiger feeds on the stone of the cow, torn from the bovine's innards. Все. Я сделал тотальную ошибку, в общем. Там имеется в виду все, кроме шестеренок. Работает. Это мой косяк. Я в торопях прочитал и не так понял. Мне, кстати, что нравится, что тут можно и другие острова увидеть в небе. Так. Так, ну что ж. 3 из 4 запущены. Шестеренки не трогаем. И теперь нажимаем на тигра и... Это было очень забавно. И опять так. All but the cogs are watching, waiting and active, waiting for the tiger to feed. All but the cogs. Все, кажется... Да. Я забыл то, что тут еще одно есть. Еще одно устройство. Все. Сейчас все будет. Тут 5 устройств. Не ошибся. Там рядом с печкой еще есть устройство, про которое я, к сожалению, забыл. Так. Паровая машина запущена, и осталось еще электричество. Вот оно. Ну что ж. Теперь мы нажмем на тигра и... Вот. The Song of the Spirit.
Excellent! What an amazing machine! Now, if we can find more configurations, just imagine what we could do here. Yes, amazing indeed. Of course, without more configurations, we'll never know just what it can really do.
Ну что ж. Сейчас посмотрим, что же это делает. Так, техники. Дух плюс 5. Неплохо. Так, сейчас посмотрим. У меня же еще одна конфигурация. Вот. Foul smelling water must be purified of the taint of a rotten egg. Only the water wheel and the uploading stack can manage it. Ага, значит, нам надо будет найти воду. Я вспомнил грязную воду и вернуться сюда.
Well, given the rather fantastic nature of the furnace, I would bet that whoever has them doesn't really know what they are for. You found one previously in an unrelated endeavor. I'm afraid that is just the kind of continued uncertainty we will have to deal with. Keep your eyes open. Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine. I can always bring us back here later.
Замечательно. Опять же, вот такой вот фантастический, фэнтезийный элемент. Неожиданный для меня в свое время. Он меня очень порадовал.
Whatever.
What do you want? They don't come out very much. The Guardian protects me and keeps the other inside. When the other tries to get out, it feels like my head is going to tear itself apart. Yes, but the Guardian has always been with me, and I trust him. The other one has been there too, but smaller. They won't say why. They say we have to be with you now.
Wasoki pari no kasisa I sonkot nawa patia I uk. Ukir okir wo kuk thithir sunuk. Uk ipipir sa irtatasi. Istita, uk kawari sa irtasir uyu. Mewa kuk kipstir sunuk. Onoir kupta tanir ukkun asso. Siir sukut afifir noni. Ukir okir wo kup thithir sunuk. Uk ipipir sa irtatasi. Oya kup tiir. Okir ayiyuwir.
Ha! You care too much for this whelp.
Ukir okir wo kup thithir sunuk. Uk ipipir sa irtatasi.
What do you want?
It's time you and I had a talk, mortal. You've been paying too much attention to this girl's problems and the Guardian's advice. We need more realism here. You know I'm evil and want to kill everything. I know I'm evil and want to kill everything. Why quibble about details? You help me, and I help you. And I want out. The girl is already dead. She's a walking corpse. She's nothing to anyone. What I want is the body. I need an anchor, and this little walking meat puppet can provide that. But Taikar gives me trouble. He's in my way. He's weak, but the girl sides with him. To take control, I need your help, and I'm willing to offer servitude for it. Ha! You say that now, but when the time comes, we'll see how much power tempts you. And if you continue to refuse, I still have ways to get my revenge.
Och noir kupta ta nier och kun aso. Siir sukut akikir noni. Och soki parir no kasisa sonkut nawa patia ni ok.
Ну что ж, продвигаемся в ее личном сайд-квесте. Мы обязательно изгоним Язена.
What do you want? Okay.
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you? Goodbye.
На всякий случай проверяю всех на наличие новых диалогов.
Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty. Yes, I am eager to return there. It is a masterful array of artful mechanics, despite being a bit overly polished. This Lord Lau, he could use a bit of restraint. No, I have not had any new insights. The best option I can suggest is just to keep your eyes open. There has to be reference to them somewhere. There were a few simple symbols on one of the larger furnace gears. I made a note of what it might translate to. Here, have a look. Yes, I'll keep at my plans for the dragonfly. Perhaps a sling for carrying oxen? The industry could use some automation. A dying breed, the ox carrier.
Угу. На кладбище найдем одну из конфигураций.
Always happy to help. What do you need? I was just thinking that we should keep at finding a way to the Imperial Palace. It's not that I don't want to talk, but I know time is of the essence, and I'd hate to hold you up. I'd be more comfortable if we made some more progress towards the palace before I use up any more of your time with my thoughts. Of course. I'll be here if you need anything.
Yes? How can this humble bunmaster assist you today? Not now. As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
Yes? I like to think that we can take time to talk about important things. That is not really necessary right now, although I do enjoy the attention. We have come so far together. Thank you for that. Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Ну что ж, мы наконец-то со всеми поговорили. Получили доступ в кузницу лорда Лао. Теперь можно идти и исследовать столицу Нефритовой империи.
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all. It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself. There are several districts within easy walking distance. This area is the market district, and it is filled with all sorts of merchants and traffic. If you cross the waterway and turn left, you will soon come to the Gate of the Golden Way, a rich and luxurious place. The Golden Way is connected to both the Scholar's Garden at its far end and the necropolis, though no one would venture into those burial grounds without good reason. Just over there is the Imperial Arena, where you can test your skills in the finest competition in the land, or grab a drink at the heart of the Empire Tavern within. Out by the waterway you can find the city gates and all manner of merchants hawking their wares. There's also a path off the market district that leads up to the Black Leopard School, home to an ancient order that studies the ways of combat. The Scholar's Garden is a wonder to behold. It is decorated with rocks taken from the Valley of Sprightly Stones. The finest minds in the Empire congregate in the garden. If you have a taste for history, the necropolis is accessible from the Golden Way as well. A city of the dead, the necropolis is filled with tombs of rich and poor alike. If you were wise, you would not look for the Lotus Assassins. They keep their secrets close, and even spreading rumors can catch their attention. How many travelers wander too close to their lair from simple ignorance, I wonder? There are rumors of a secret entrance into a fortress the Lotus Assassins call their own. The entrance may be in the necropolis, which is off the Golden Way. If you're smart, you'll go no closer to that place than this question. A pleasure to be of service. Enjoy your stay here.
Так. Опыт получили за полученные знания. Теперь вот она, столица.
Watch yourself around the Lotus Assassins. There's something unnatural about them.
Здесь арена.
Onu yu wir napayer wo onu yu sayer ikuban.
Конфигурация дракона. Так. Это прям для меня. Так. Угу. Вода нужна. Так. Имперская арена. Сначала обойдем округу города. Так, вот это путь к школам. К школе леопарда, точнее. Да. Я всегда хожу сюда после арены. Но в этот раз можно сделать будет исключение и сходить сначала туда. Так сказать, для разнообразия. Даже собачки тут бегают.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale? Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your time.
Так. Фокус плюс 5. Это мы обязательно берем. Dragon Sword. Ага. Before his departure to the unknown, the celestial dragon crafted the first true warrior, Lu Fang. Though Lu Fang's fists were stronger and quicker than any blade, the celestial dragon forged the dragon sword to give the warrior a weapon worthy of his skill. Hard as dragon scales and sharp as dragon's tooth, it is still one of the most formidable swords in the Empire. Ну, учитывая мой ник, учитывая мою татуировку моего персонажа, я обязан просто иметь этот меч. Интимидация мне точно не нужна. Тело минус 5 нам это точно не надо. Тело минус 3. Так, интимидация мне не нужна. Это тоже можем продать. Дух минус 5, это нам не надо. Так. Это тоже можем продать. О, это для последователей... Это сжатого кулака, это нам не надо. Так, ну и нам теперь как раз хватит еще и на новый посох. Я люблю просто, когда у меня в арсенале есть все, что предлагает игра в плане стиля, так что да. Так, я вот не помню. Нет, у меня, к сожалению, очков нет, но мы теперь на третью кнопку поставим драконий меч, и надо будет его прокачать. Замечательно. Dragon Sword. Это прям под меня как будто заказано.
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars Garden. Quick, quick, now move.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting clock sometimes.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my, strutting at one time, old woman.
Shush now! You'll offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial City is full of indecent folk and offensive talk. Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you, is there anything we can help you with? We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
Talk. That's all people want to do. I don't get paid to talk. I sell buns. That's what I do.
Ha! No time to talk, he says. The only time you're ever quiet is when you're eating one of my buns. Now be polite and answer some questions.
We're members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler. We just sell buns on the side to make a little extra silver.
Junda, could you try to be civil? Just this once? This buffoon of a man is Junda, and I am Lena, his wife, as he is fond of reminding me. We sell buns here in the city. Well, I bake, and he sells. There is much to tell about the city, but we do need to sell the buns while they're fresh. Perhaps you could be more specific?
Why don't you go and check out the Imperial Arena? It's a prosperous place to sell buns, especially before a big fight.
You and those fights. I can't stand watching them. I prefer to take walks by the wall, or just gaze at the magnificent palace.
What's to tell? Fighters fight, spectators watch, gamblers gamble. It's just like any other arena, except the level of competition is very high here. I talked to Kui, the promoter, if you really want to know more about the arena. He talks more than you do, but at least he buys my buns. It's busy, but it's a good place to get information and meet people. Best wine in the Empire, too.
How would you know, you lazy lout? You've never been outside the city in your life. Best in the Empire. Ha! Probably the only wine you've ever had. The wall is magnificent. It just keeps growing. Though I pity the criminals who are forced to work there. Very few ever return. The palace is truly one of our greatest treasures. The heavens have indeed blessed our empire greatly to give us such a beautiful edifice.
It's unnatural, I say. Just floating up in the air. Emperor or no, it's not right to live in a place that just floats like that. Go then. I have buns to sell, and it doesn't look like you're buying.
Don't mind him. He just takes a while to get used to. Much like an ache in the bones if it lasts long enough. Eventually, you learn to ignore it. Good day to you.
Так. Я помню, что здесь еще есть где-то сайд-квесты. Так, не здесь. Так, вот тут более, как-то сказать, буржуазийный участок города, где располагаются типа самые влиятельные люди. Но мы туда пойдем в последнюю очередь, как я это обычно делаю.
Look at this place, so many people. This truly is the heart of the Empire.
The Scourge of... Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a bare-chested wild man with hair covering his back and arms. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Well, all these years together, and I never suspected you were the Scourge of the South. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny. At least they didn't get your looks right.
Да уж, пронесло.
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage. The Scourge associates with nefarious fox spirits, aiding them in their occupation of our...
Where are those mercenaries?
Вот этот засранец даст кое-какое задание. Вот. И там будет несколько способов его разрешить. И мы, естественно, будем благим образом разрешать это дело.
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum? I was told that there were some new warriors in town looking for work, though none of them matched your description. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories. Criminals with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work? These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
I see no problem hunting down criminals, so long as we don't draw too much attention to ourselves.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you. A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukon. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukon has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukon bilked. She's in the Imperial Arena. Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis. Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort. The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash. Yukon fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukon is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there. She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukon could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have. Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
A group of river-faring businessmen have been attacked and forced to flee. Nobody is safe from this criminal.
Ну что же, на этом мы заканчиваем стрим. Завтра я постараюсь начать пораньше, чтобы мы как можно больше охватили в имперском городе. Нам предстоит выполнить очень много сайд-квестов и попасть к ассасинам Лотуса, чтобы продвинуться по сюжету дальше. Город очень объемный в плане содержимого, так что это, скорее всего, даже не один стрим займет для того, чтобы все пройти, но это будет того стоить. Так что всем желаю доброй ночи. Увидимся завтра. Не забывайте следовать пути открытой ладони. Творите добро и помогайте окружающим. Вот, а с вами я услышусь завтра.